Okay, Keir, the great escape again. Much like Hereford Pegasus, 2 late goals see us pick up all 3 points against Brimscombe Thrupp. I think they very much feel hard done by to not get the 3 points themselves after an incredible first half from them. But again, you must be delighted to pick up 3 points against a very difficult team.
Yeah, I knew exactly what it would be like coming here midweek. Top side, obviously their form's been a little bit inconsistent this season, but I've known Sam a couple of years now, and all of his sides are a good outfit. You know, they're honest, hard-working, made it really, really difficult for us. They scored a goal early on, so gave them something to hang on to. But to speak about us first half, we're at a level that is not acceptable for one of my sides, and the boys knew about it at half-time. That's the only time I've had to get like that in, months and months and months. It's a difficult position when you're doing well in Cup and League, and you've got good momentum. You get a little bit complacent, a little bit comfortable, and that was the main issue tonight. I think when you obviously look at the league table, you have to have a really good result at home against Worcester Raiders on Saturday. Maybe they thought that was going to be a little bit too easy for them tonight, and I knew it wouldn't be, and I warned them before the game. But sometimes I think until you have been caught on the hop for the first 15 minutes, and they had a couple of good early chances, and we couldn't really get going for the whole of the first half. And then after half-time, it was a completely different side. Made 2 changes early. Pitty and Brandon come off, and Smeds and Hobbsy come on, just to get more legs up and around our front boys. But still couldn't quite find a way through. And then we took Leon off, moved Nathan to left back to make sure we kept his long throw on, and Baffy come on up front to partner George. And as soon as that happened, the dynamic and the dimension for us changed massively. He was full of energy when he come on, and he's pretty much changed the game for us. Put a great ball in for Hobbsy. That was well saved by their keeper. He was involved in the build-up to George's goal, which was really well taken. His first for Corsham, a massive goal for us, and I think that was maybe like the 80th minute. And then an assist for Keatsy right at the death in the 91st minute. So really delighted for George getting his first goal, but also for Baffy. He had a bad injury against Dill, and I know he was really down trying to get fit for the Brixham game, and he missed out for that. But he's hugely important for us for the rest of the season, and he showed his worth to the travelling fans and all the rest of the squad today when he came on. So yeah, delighted for everyone really. There's one of those moments in the game where I was thinking, this is going to be the time that the winning run comes to an end, and because we hadn't really been good enough to win the game up until that point. But based on chances created, I think overall good value. I know Sam were disappointed after. I think they had a couple sent off for dissent late on, but it's one of those things. I think when you get hit with that late sucker punch in the 91st minute, you're always going to feel gutted. But we've done it a couple of times now. I think down at Cribs, Hereford Lads Club at home, Hereford Pegasus away, and now tonight, and I'm sure there's been a couple of others as well. I think that's just a really good testament to our fitness levels among anything. Boys look after themselves in their own right. Haven't been able to train as much as we'd like to just because of the heavy fixture schedule. So I thought they sort of ran out of steam a little bit about the 75th minute, Brimscombe tonight, and then that's when we really, really kicked on when we introduced Baffy. And the changes from the bench to tonight pretty much won us the game, I feel. So great to have that squad depth. And I was speaking about to you after the game on Saturday, everyone's going to play their part. Baffy didn't come on at all on Saturday because he's still coming back from an injury. It was a really close game, but chasing the game tonight 1-0, unleash Ryan Baff and win the game 2-1. So absolutely delighted for him, and I'm really pleased for myself and the club tonight as well.
In previous seasons, and even I would say at the very start of the season, when it's not going our way, I would say that discipline goes out the window a little bit, even at the start of the season when we're playing Chip and Sodbury. Those results that you said about Pegasus, Lads Club, late goals, was patience the key tonight?
Yeah, it was. I think that was something that we addressed pre-season, silly bookings in getting on at each other and the negativity around the camp when things don't go our way. It was quite petulant, and we need to mature. And I think we have done that really well. There's still little signs from a couple of lads when we don't get our own way a little bit, but as a whole, I think especially with the squad where it is now, I think the maturer lads and the more experienced boys got good eggs around the football club. There's no one in the side that's going to bring any negativity to the changing room, and I think that's hugely important. I think especially for our level, environment and atmosphere is massive, and it's a changing room that people want to be in, and and it's full of positivity now. So long may that continue. But tonight, how difficult it was. We've got to play him again on Saturday. I know it's probably the worst thing that can happen. Like after you've had such a close game against a really good side, you've got to play him straight away again at home. So have to prepare for that. I know that Nikau missed tonight, so he's back for Saturday. So that'll be a massive boost for us. But the boys know that if we want to do anything this year, that first half performance is just can't happen. It just can't. And they drop below the standard set of themselves and what I expect of them. But they've given really good response second half, and then in the end, probably, I know it's hard when you score so late on to say you deserved it, but I think based on the chances created and the possession that we had, I feel like we probably deserved the win. They won't agree with that. I know they won't, because they felt that they were probably good value for a point, but we kept knocking on the door and popped up with 2 late goals to take all 3 points.
The substitutions you made today, will they be starting for us on Saturday, given just how well they impacted on the game tonight?
I think Hobbsy and Smeds were rested after Saturday. Took a lot out of them at Worcester. So with the squad that we've got, obviously I had to rotate Pitty and Brandon come in. So I'll have to assess that and see who's feeling fresh. Baffy's probably not ready for a start yet after coming back from injury. But again, hugely important to us for the rest of the season. But you think we've brought Jeppo back in tonight, Alex Hallett come back in. We've got really good options all around the football club. Jenksy's still struggling with his injury, not available tonight. Coops is still out of his hamstring. So we've got boys coming back in and around. Mally picked up a knock Saturday, so he wasn't available tonight. So we'll touch base with everyone Thursday night and see who's available, who's got knocks, who needs treatment, and put a side together. Me, Gilly and Chrissy will sit down and put our heads together and see what sort of side we want to pick ready for Saturday.
And lastly, who is your man of the match for this evening?
I think Alex Hallett for me. I think I don't know how many games he's played, maybe 4 or 5. I think he's been man of the match in nearly every single one of them. So, or one of the standout players. Been a huge signing for me. Someone I've chased for a while, as I've told you before. And looks like he's really enjoying himself playing, and he's been absolutely outstanding, exceptional since he's come in. I don't think he's, other than the 2 late bookings in the Brixham game, I don't think he's put a foot wrong for us. So long may that continue.